Dinosaurs. We've all heard of them, but I think the first one that comes into everyone's heads is the infamous Tyrannosaurus rex. Its image as the ultimate apex predator makes it a fan favourite worldwide. Standing at the height of a double-decker bus and weighing over 10 tons, you didn't stand any chance in a 1v1 fight. The only option would be to run and hope it can't catch you. So you keep running and eventually after many days reach the North Pole. Freezing conditions means no scary dinosaurs, right? Well, you might as well have just stayed put, because the North Pole had a T-Rex of their own. Enter the Nanuqsaurus. This tyrannosaur lived at the tail end of the Cretaceous, from about 66 to 70 million years ago. But it's astonishing we even know about them, because they were found in one of the most isolated places on Earth, the Prince Creek Formation in Alaska. It was here that in 2006, paleontologists dug up little pieces of a theropod skull. To be specific, a right maxilla, a skull roof, and left entary. These fragments clearly resembled a dinosaur they knew very well, but one they weren't expecting to find in the North Pole. Its skull resembled other tyrannosaurs so much that scientists initially thought they had found not a new dinosaur, but an already existing one, their best guesses being that it was an Albertosaurus, a Daspletosaurus, or a Gorgosaurus. Eventually, paleontologists realized that this dinosaur wasn't just a new species, but a completely new genus. Due to the freezing regions it came from, scientists landed on the name Nanuqsaurus, meaning polar bear lizard. So, we've established that the Nanuqsaurus was a tyrannosaur, but how close was it to the T-Rex? In many ways, Nanuqsaurus was still remarkably similar to its southern relatives. Both shared common tyrannosaur traits: an S-shaped neck, those characteristically small arms, a thick wide skull, and a robust muscular build. But where it differed was in its size and dental morphology. Nanuqsaurus was considerably smaller, and its teeth were more narrow and blade-like compared to the bone-crushing teeth of the Tyrannosaurus. Size estimates place Nanuqsaurus at around 6 to 7 meters in length, roughly half the size of an adult T-Rex, measuring at 12 meters. Some more discoveries of larger teeth and bone fragments suggest it might have reached up to 9 meters, closer to Albertosaurus dimensions. But even at the larger estimate, this was still a relatively compact tyrannosaur. And here's where it gets interesting. That smaller size might not have been a limitation, it might have been an adaptation. The Nanuqsaurus had some unique traits that set it apart from other tyrannosaurs. One of the most significant is the strong likelihood that it possessed a fully feathered coat. There's also a speculation about colour. Some paleontologists have suggested that the Nanuqsaurus might have developed white or light-coloured plumage to blend in with snow-covered environments, similar to how polar bears have white fur. It's an intriguing idea, though impossible to confirm without preserved pigment cells. But the most critical adaptation wasn't feathers or camouflage, it was sensory. Examination of the skull reveals expanded nasal cavities, indicating a highly developed sense of smell. This makes perfect sense when you consider the environment that the Nanuqsaurus was hunting in. At that time, the regions where the Nanuqsaurus lived could be in total darkness for over 120 days on end. This is where that enhanced sense of smell becomes absolutely critical. When you can't see, you track by scent. Nanuqsaurus would have been capable of detecting prey from considerable distances. It's the same strategy used by modern nocturnal predators, but extended over months rather than just nighttime hours. The smaller body size also becomes advantageous. A large-bodied tyrannosaur like T-Rex required massive amounts of food to sustain its metabolism. Estimates suggest anywhere from 100 to 200 kilograms of meat per week. Nanuqsaurus, being half the size, would have required significantly less. When resources become scarce during the polar night, a lower metabolic demand means better survival odds. In conclusion, the Nanuqsaurus was a tyrannosaur that didn't just survive in the Arctic, but evolved to become the apex predator of one of the most extreme environments any large carnivore has ever faced. Hunting in total darkness for months at a time, enduring sub-zero temperatures, and relying on scent rather than sight, and doing it all with half the body mass of its famous cousin T-Rex. It's a reminder that the success of the Tyrannosauridae wasn't just about size and power, it was about adaptability. From tropical forests to frozen tundra, tyrannosaurs conquered nearly every terrestrial environment available to them during the late Cretaceous. And somewhere in the Arctic darkness, a feathered predator with an extraordinary sense of smell was proving that you didn't need to be the biggest to be the best. Let me know what you think in the comments, and please subscribe if you can. Yeah, that's about it. See ya.